Governor Eddie Calvo today says he respects former Governor Carl Gutierrez's decision to withdraw from the public auditor's race, saying he understands why the Democrats need Gutierrez to rally the party.
He is one of the best campaigners that the Democratic Party has had. So I respect, at least the intention of what they're trying to do to get this dynamic individual out there campaigning for their cause. Well, I understand that.
However, the governor dismissed what he sees as the Democrats' attempt to scare voters into believing that a national Republican Party plank calling for flexibility on the minimum wage in the territories will translate into lower wages here on Guam.
I will say clearly to the public, I'm against any tinkering with the minimum wage here in Guam. As a matter of fact, I do believe that if there had been some support by the Democratic leadership on this military buildup, where there have been some delays, and a lot of those delays can point directly at some of the statements they've made. I'm a firm believer that if you have high economic activity as a result of a military buildup, high employment, then wages will rise much more above than what our minimum wage is.
The governor acknowledged that he is calling for reductions in paternity leave for fathers to bring them in line with industry standards, but maternity leave and leave for teachers would not be reduced.
Are you cutting maternity?
No, we're not cutting maternity leave or teacher leave. We're not too sure what the representative of the Democratic Party was coming up with. Again, we do believe that this individual has purposefully misstated the facts, as they have been doing for the past 2 years.
And overall, the governor rejected any suggestion that his policies or the policies of the Republican Party nationally are an attack on working-class families.
Those same Democratic leaders that formulated the budgets over the past 3 years, these deficits that affected our firemen, our policemen, our nurses, our teachers, and our taxpayers, those were attacks on them because of just bad policy, bad budgets. Now for them to say now that we are attacking our workers and our taxpayers is just an outright science fiction, a fantasy. You think I want to make those cuts?
These arguments, Republican and Democratic, will come to a head next week when the first of a series of hearings kicks off on the governor's $43 million spending cuts bill, which Calvo again today argued is needed to put Gov Guam's finances back on an even keel.
I'm putting this on the Democratic majority. If we do the status quo, then the deficit will continue to grow, and we will be back in the situation that we were in, a situation they created over several years. If they review this bill and they look at those provisions and they approve them, then we've set the course for stability moving forward.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.